Okay, I'm on Cool Night Portrait, 3 notches down. Apparently that's called direct area focus or something, so yeah. Had about 5 minutes sort of adjusting that going, but when that's on, I couldn't adjust the colours, so I've managed to adjust the colours. So we'll come in here. So we're 3 notches down, because there's no sun at the moment. Is that our rule? Oh yes, there's definitely a chill coming off the. Looks like we've had horses in there. Oh yes, definitely a chill coming off the Antarctic today. So whether we'll get any more sunnies before the rain comes in, I don't know. I definitely think I'm going to need this shortly. I've been doing experiments with crumpets and hard-boiled eggs. If I have hard-boiled eggs and crumpets, I still don't have the problem that I have if I have bread and something, like that. So I think this is where we went before. But instead of going straight on, we have to turn left. I've got my UFO Crocs on today. Yeah, my UFO ones. Different colour, good for colour check. And if I remember rightly, last time we came, last year, which was a bit later in the season, it was quite slicky down here and hard to get around. We had to chop and change and jump, and all this was very slicky. But well, there's the Heightman. It's not as plumped up as it was. Tons of this stuff around. It's like the lawn green in the ecosystem, isn't it? If I remember rightly, we kept going down this path last season. Of course, I don't think we had all the playing around with the settings. We were just on Vivid Sunset Glow. Good check on the glow activity and the colour match. That looks stunning in real life. So, and I'm still having trouble getting to 4K. I'm watching all these bloody things on. They either go through it too quickly, or they skip over a few steps or something. And I'm seeing all this lovely video, and I'm saying, well, yeah, I would love to take that as well. Thank you very much. But So I go into their places that they seem to show you, and the settings on my camera aren't there. I'm thinking, oh, geez, obviously I've got something else on, or I've got to turn something else off to be able to get that box to appear on my window, so I can press it to say, yes, I want to do this. Yeah. As I said, I think I'm going to make a set of clips when I do actually crack it. A Dickhead's Guide to 4K, I think, with the FZ1000, because, you wouldn't think after a year of working all these other settings and starting to learn how to cruise around them, that it would be so hard to flip into, get out at 1080p and go up. Apparently it's not even 4K, apparently it's supposed to be just ultra high definition or something. But it's basically what they show on the TV though, so it's sort of semi-broadcastable, that's what they mean. It's what they're broadcasting at the moment on TV, but in a few years' time everyone will be 4K, of course. So this is the sidetrack, but basically, fellas, if I forgot to mention there. And we'll just take a look a bit of some of the rockages for the. Oh, look at that! Is that a quartz intrusion on there? But I don't know if this is an actual path that's going to take us anywhere, or is it just going round in a circle? But oh, look at this one! I reckon this one. Oh yeah, I mean, look at that! That's amazing. You wait till August. I reckon, yeah. We should come back to this little area and look for these ones. Oh, geez, it looks like we've got a bit of a semi-track in here. It's going to take some bush bashing, I think. I don't want to go bush bashing through this stuff. Remember, that's what originally started off the discovery of the area here with me. It was a 3-hour odyssey into hell. And but you can see all this Heightman is going to plump up and become fantastic by the middle of the season. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to scout out this brown patch. this really interesting sort of area in here. So you know, that's all what it's about, fellas. So you know, bear with me. I'll try and make it as interesting as I can, as possible. But it's some sort of area that's sort of, you know, it just stands out like brown cows, or strung out like brown cows. Maybe it's down here. I'm trying to see if we can, you know, so we've got this lovely glaucus. As I said, by about, you know, the first 2 weeks of August, when we have the coldest night, going out from there, apparently, to the brighter days. So we have cold nights and bright days. What I forgot to mention the other day when I was talking about all this thing when I was out down the Gur Road is, as long as the ground stays damp and you have, you know, the day temperature can be up to into the 40s. As long as the nighttime temperatures are cool, you know, 23 to 21 or 19 to 17 downwards at night time, but not going below 0 degrees, you can almost have continuous growth. Like things like the Hookeri complex, I've had those growing for 11 months in a pot, you know. They sort of go dormant in towards the end of January, and after a month they pop up again. They pop up earlier than they normally come up. So you can have actually 11-month growth cycle. And that's without fertilisation. Now, if you had fertilisation, you know, mild fertilisation, you could really, oh, Jesus, fellas. I really like a path in here, fellas. Because otherwise, we're just going to be going back the same way we did last year. And we know that didn't give us any joy of trying to find this so-called brown patch. It's quite a big expanse. I forgot what we worked out. Didn't we work it out to be about, was it 4 or 6 houses in width or something, you know, area or something? Looked rather interesting. It's probably an old mining site or something, but unless I can find a way in, maybe I've got to go back up the track or something. And yeah, maybe that's what it is, fellas. It's going to be a case of going back up the track and then finding a path out from that other track in, sort of thing. Oh well, but all this stuff's going to go back, that really dark but bright green, you know, that sort of dark, bright green. Astroloma astral is a young one, very glaucous, very nice. So, yeah, fellas. So it'd be interesting to see what's here, but I can't see any flowers of Profolia in this section. But you know, if Profolia is going to be here, you think you see the odd flower. But I'm looking, fellas, to see if I can actually spot some sort of remnants of a path or something leading somewhere. But it's probably been so overgrown. Maybe I would have been lucky last year had I come this way last year. Maybe the path would just have been opened up enough to. But things grow over quite quickly, you know. 3 or 4 seasons, and you know, if no one's been down a path or something, you'll be struggling. Oh, here's this other path here, the original one. So see if we can get out to it, meander our way back before we start getting lost ourselves. Lost ourselves. Yeah, a little. Oh wow, there's a good view. Now. Let's see if we can. Can we get any focus at distance? You know, have I somehow, by putting that square on and taking it off again, brought back my old setting? I think so. Well, at least it's in focus up there, fellas. So you know, whoops. Yeah, the stabiliser is on, isn't it? Better check that before we go any further. Yeah, stabiliser's on. I've got zoom on. So. Anyway, 9 minutes, that's way too long, so let's start a new clip. Now let's go to Vivid Sunset Glow, the old setting.